Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Right, I'm starting it in the car today because I'm off to Halfords to get some paint, so I thought I'd do the intro in the car. Thanks to everyone who has newly subscribed to the channel. This Mark 1 chopper cleanup is doing extremely well, bringing in fresh comments and new viewers and that sort of thing, so can't thank you guys enough. Some great results on the bike. I managed to free up the stand. I'll include that in the footage, but I'll also post that clip out, only about 1 minute 30 seconds, that clip of how to remove or how to free up a seized chopper stand, which I think can also relate to any sort of stand. I'll include that as a separate video. So 2 videos today, one on the Mark 1 and a separate one on how to free up a chopper stand. So that might help someone out, I don't know, but yeah, new video on that one. Well, the only video on that stand. But yeah, Mark 1 chopper, various bits I filmed through the week or through the last day or so, pieced all together to make a 15-minute video. So yeah, thanks guys. Leave a comment and subscribe if you want to watch more of this sort of stuff, and I'll see you next week on another video. Just to recap on the content coming next week, we've got a video on the ultraviolet Mark 2, and we got a video on the Raleigh Mag 20, and there'll be some more content on the Mark 1 Horizon Blue. Thank you. Right, here's a tip for freeing up a stand that's been sat. Right, so you've got a pin here. I'll show you a bit closer. Pin there, and a little nut type thing in there. So WD-40, and you'll see this end bit here. Stick it in that little thing there. It goes straight through. That's it. In that, and push it in and spray. And then that WD-40 that sits in the system, or in that joint, that spring. Leave it for a day, 2 days. Get an old seat post in there to there, and just keep moving it. Repeat the process for the morning, move it, you know, spray, and eventually you'll come to this sort of like movement like that. And when it gets to that, then you repeat the process from this level. Okay, so when it gets to there, you can feel a little knot. That's the knot you want. Then you can work your way forward, and then it goes. That's out. That's how you free up a stand that's been sat, and just keep working it and working it, and obviously wipe off the excess. With a cloth, clean up any residue. Yeah, lovely. Now guys, so the back wheel is now a mover. Got a nice sturdy archer click. It will get removed and then stripped. The cog, hopefully I'll work it out, but I think you've got to put 2 little screwdrivers. Hang on guys, 2 little screwdrivers in there, which releases one thing, then the rest pop out. But that's now free. That's now removed. The crank turns, which it didn't before, and obviously, as you guys just watched a minute ago, the stand is now free and moving. So yeah, work in progress. I just want to show you, that's obviously the rear flap, but yeah, gonna have a look at that. But bad news is, unfortunately, the seat post is rotten from the seat, and ideally I need a whole new seat because the foam is gone. Yeah, annoying, but I'm trying to do anything yet. I'll just keep it, but ideally I'll have a nice whole new seat. But that seat post is definitely stuck, which is a pain. Right, so the chopper is now back on its wheels. You would have just watched a little bit of a few little clips. The seat itself is rotten from the post, but I've done a little bit online and looked. The seat post is actually in quite a long way, so on that basis I'm guessing that from there down to there, that seat post itself is in really good condition. To buy a whole new replacement seat, if one comes up, and it's a big if, you're talking over 150 quid. So I might go down the route of just buying a replacement, so brand new seat cover. I've luckily got the seat strap. Remember, this is a crossover model, so it was the last of the Mark 1s into the Mark 2. So a few people have said to me, well, it's got Mark 2 bars on, and it has, because obviously the infrared is a Mark 2, the ultraviolet is a Mark 2, and it's the same bar, same bars. Also the Mark, so it's the same bar and it's the same sissy bar, because you can see now the earlier Mark 1s have a round bar. This has got the same bar as the Mark 2s, so yeah, definitely crossover model. So it hasn't been messed with, i.e. someone's changed the bars out, put Mark 2s on and the Mark 2 sissy bar. It's a crossover model, so it's a quite rare bike indeed. Now as for the spoke protector, it's plastic spoke protector, whereas normally there are, you know, aluminium with these little holes in them, like these little spacer bits. I don't know what you call them, but yeah. So this is quite a rare bike, So you would have seen that. Like I say, I'm thinking about getting a new cover, because it's all very dirty and it's obviously damaged there. The old tape and all this is, the foam is gone because there's some sort of make-believe foam in there. I will get it stripped out. The next video, I'm going to get this tape off and see exactly what we got. But I think if I can get a new cover for it, which you can get them online, it's very crunchy, isn't it? It's working. You know, it's gone in there. Quite a lot of it's gone. Just a shame, but you know, how nice would it look with a new seat cover on. So that's obviously gone, as you know. But yeah, I'm still concentrating on giving it a clean up. Do a bit more to here, but I want to concentrate on getting the blue back. This now moves. Obviously it needs a new cable in. It needs a new gear cable. Now I can't do gear cables because once you open up this, it's a whole different ball game, can of worms. I've tried looking on YouTube to see if anyone's put out any clips of how to replace a gear lever cable for a chopper. A few years ago, this ultraviolet went to a bike shop because he had to put on a new gear cable. I'm just thinking about going along the lines of saying to a chap at a bike shop, look, can you please replace the gear cable for the Mark 1 and replace the gear cable for Mark 2 infrared. Right, let's get on with some more cleaning and try and get back that blue. But yeah, as I've said before, this chopper, every bit I clean and free up, it's just adding value to this bike. So yeah, all good. Alright guys, you might not see a difference, but I know that this area here is much smoother to the touch. This top tube is now nice and smooth, still retaining its rally, and this top tube along here is now nice and smooth. This is paint loss, discoloration. Fascinating. And that's the other side of the frame, the bike, I should say. Now you can see how good that blue looks on the other side, so I'm going to try and bring back, this is all surface rust, grime, that will come off, but try and get this bit looking cleaner. I think the chopper bit's gone, but that's a C, so I might be able to bring some of that back through the blue. But look at this here, look, the way it's gone white. Fascinating. Right, let's crack on with it. Right, so that's that rear mudguard looking very pitted. You've got a nice bit of shine there down the bottom. Yeah guys, you can see it there, but it's smooth. It will go further, but I've now lost that chrome work. But when you add the chrome loss on the rear mudguard to all the other bits of wear on this bike, the paint loss, it fits in just right. That front mudguard is looking nice. I don't want it to get any cleaner than that. It's lost its brake blocks, they've all gone. So I've got a replacement set of used brake blocks that go on there. Yeah, really pleased with how that looks. The C, well, the chopper's completely gone. There's no remains of that at all. Doesn't matter to me at the minute. No, doesn't matter in the slightest. What I do need to get a photo. So let's just work on basics. The front tube holds there. Doesn't need replacing. Leave it as it is. It needs a new brake block. I've got one of them. Things I've got to buy. Obviously 2 new brake cables. I've got to buy a gear cable. I've got to do something with this seat. I might just get a replacement foam, a new cover, and then do that. You can buy a new base, then take it out. Obviously take it out first, take it out so it's out. Sissy bar needs freeing up. That's not going to happen overnight. That's a long process to get some decent oil and lubrication in that one. Then I might say to, for example, Paul Martin's channel is doing really well. He's just got a new project on the go, another infrared that he might spray up, but that's gonna look awesome, as we all know that, don't we? That's gonna look incredible. What I might do is say to Paul Martin, here's a seat, there's a new cover, there's some foam. Yeah, do magic on it, because I know he can do that sort of stuff. He can replace covers. But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more work here. Try and just quickly, briefly see how this rear flap will come up. Obviously that's a little reflector. It all seems very original. I'll keep this on because this looks awesome, I think. Yeah. It's a bit loose. Might just need a new fixing bolt in there. Not too sure. There's a bolt there. Look, there it is. So that's a fixing bolt there. Just need tightening up. But I'll certainly put a bit of wire drill brush on this whilst we're doing it now, and I'll cut back in and show you what this can look like. Hang on. Okay, that's results. It may not look much, but you know, that's rough. Yeah, cobweb, leaf. This is smooth. So if that's the best it'll come up as, that back wheel looks to be not great, but there's no holes, I don't think, at the minute. But if I can get that back wheel looking similar to the state of this mudguard, that it'll all fit in nicely. Front bit clean, good chrome. Handlebars somehow are incredible. Got to clean them up. There's a split there in the handlebar grip. Not bothered. I've got replacement if need be. But we know how to clean up nice. I've done the other side. So yeah, work it like this. So the front mudguard, so the front section looking good with a crank. Pedals a bit rough, but I'm not bothered. We know it's a clean up because I've just already given it a little go around here. So we know the crank's good. We know the chain moves. We know the back wheel's free. You know, it spins. But yeah, that still needs to come up bluer. I've not really had a go much, to be fair. But yeah, this thread is already quite long. So I'll wrap this up in a tick. Right, as you may have noticed, the seat was covered in this black and green tape. I was intrigued what was underneath it, how bad the original seat was. But thankfully, we got some good news. There, guys, look at that. So, still a bit crusty, but the foam itself is all there. So I might just go down the route of a new seat cover, but ultimately I might just glue down these original, because if that's the only bit that's lost, I can live with that. Yeah, guys, mention it in the comments. Do I get a new seat cover? Obviously I've got to get a new seat board underneath, but new seat cover or not? You know, let me know in the comments what you do with that seat.